Life has a way of making us feel like we don't measure up. Society bombards us with images, expectations, and pressures that can cause us to doubt who we are. But let me remind you today, you are enough. You were created with purpose, and everything you need to succeed is already within you. It's time to stop seeking validation from the world and start recognizing the value within yourself. Acting like you are enough is not arrogance, it's embracing the truth of your design. You don't need to compare yourself to others, chase approval, or feel incomplete. You were designed with intention, and your life has a unique role to play in this world. When you act like you are enough, you align yourself with the power that's already inside of you, the power to create, to build, to overcome. Your self-worth doesn't come from external things, but from the understanding that you are enough as you are. So stand tall, walk with confidence, and live your life knowing that you are enough for every challenge, every opportunity, and every dream. Understanding your worth is one of the most crucial realizations you can ever have. Your worth is not something that can be measured by material possessions, social status, or the opinions of others. It is intrinsic, woven into the very fabric of your being. You were created with intent, designed with precision, and equipped with everything necessary to fulfill your purpose. To know your worth is to recognize that you are not an accident, but rather a deliberate creation formed with gifts and potential that are unique to you alone. Many people spend their lives seeking validation from external sources, whether it's through career success, relationships, or even the approval of those around them. They look outside of themselves for something that can only be found within. But the truth is, your worth has already been established long before you ever had to prove anything to anyone. No amount of success or failure, praise or criticism can add to or take away from your value. It is inherent. When you understand your worth, you stop living for the approval of others. You stop needing to be validated by their standards or expectations. Instead, you begin to operate from a place of confidence, knowing that your existence alone is enough. You begin to walk with a different posture, because you know that no matter what happens, your worth remains intact. This is a liberating realization. It frees you from the burden of trying to prove yourself. And it allows you to step fully into the purpose for which you were created. Your worth is tied to your potential, your purpose, and the impact you are meant to have in this world. It is not something you earn, it is something you recognize and embrace. When you truly understand your worth, you no longer settle for less than what you deserve. You no longer allow circumstances, mistakes, or the opinions of others to define you. Instead, you move through life with a sense of certainty, knowing that you are capable, valuable, and enough as you are. Understanding your worth means recognizing that you were designed to succeed, to thrive, and to overcome. You were equipped with talents and abilities that, when fully realized, will allow you to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. You don't have to strive to be someone you're not, because who you are is already enough. Your worth is not determined by what you achieve or how others perceive you. It is determined by the Creator who made you. So take a moment to reflect on this truth. You are not defined by your past mistakes or current challenges. You are not limited by the opinions of others or the labels they place on you. Your worth is far greater than any temporary circumstance or fleeting success. It is eternal, unchangeable, and rooted in your very existence. Embrace it, walk in it, and live your life knowing that you are valuable, you are capable, and you are enough. One of the most destructive habits we can develop is the constant comparison of ourselves to others. It is a subtle trap, often disguised as harmless observation, but it steals our peace and undermines our potential. When you compare yourself to others, you are essentially saying that what you have and who you are is not enough. You rob yourself of joy and purpose because you are focused on what someone else is doing, achieving, or becoming. But the truth is, comparison is a lie. It distracts you from the unique calling on your life and blinds you to your own value. Each person's journey is distinct. No two lives are exactly the same, and no two people are created to fulfill the same purpose. When you look at someone else's success, you're seeing only a fragment of their journey, just a moment in time that may not reflect the full story of their struggles, growth, or setbacks. What you see on the outside is never the whole picture. Meanwhile, you overlook the immense potential that lies within you because you're too busy measuring yourself against an incomplete standard. You forget that you have your own race to run, your own assignments to fulfill, and your own path to walk. When you constantly compare yourself to others, you place yourself in a position of inadequacy. You begin to measure your worth by someone else's achievements, forgetting that your value is not tied to how you match up with another person. This kind of thinking creates unnecessary pressure, leading to frustration and even resentment. It causes you to overlook the gifts and talents that are uniquely yours, leaving you feeling defeated and unfulfilled. But you were never meant to live in someone else's shadow. You were designed to stand in your own light with your own unique qualities and contributions. The truth is, comparison is a distraction from your own purpose. When you focus on what someone else is doing, you take your eyes off the path that has been set before you. You miss the opportunities meant for you because you're too busy trying to walk someone else's journey. But there is freedom in realizing that you are not in competition with anyone else. Your life is not a race against someone else's timeline or success. You have your own unique destiny, and your only responsibility is to fulfill it to the best of your ability. Instead of comparing, celebrate your own progress. Focus on your personal growth and be thankful for the journey that is uniquely yours. Embrace the fact that you were created with specific gifts that no one else has, and those gifts are meant to impact the world in ways that only you can. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you allow yourself to grow into the person you were always meant to be. You begin to appreciate your own strengths and value the contributions you can make. Remember, the measure of your life is not how well you compare to others, but how well you fulfill your purpose. Stay focused on your own path and trust that what you have is enough. The more you embrace your uniqueness, the more you will experience the peace and fulfillment that comes from living authentically. There is no need to compare, because what you bring to the world is irreplaceable. Live fully, confidently, and without the burden of comparison. You are already enough just as you are. Every single person on this earth is born with a purpose. There is no one here by accident, no one without a reason for being. Your life, with all its intricacies, challenges, and triumphs, is part of a divine design. You are not here to simply exist, but to make a specific impact, to fulfill a role that no one else can. Your purpose is not something you need to chase outside of yourself. It is within you, waiting to be discovered, developed, and walked in. Recognizing your unique purpose starts with understanding that you were created with intention. Before you were even born, there was already a plan for your life. Every gift, talent, and passion you possess is part of that plan. There is something inside you that the world needs, something that only you can offer. It may not look like what others are doing, and it may not follow a conventional path, but it is yours, and it is essential. Your purpose is as unique as your fingerprints. Just as no two people are alike, no two purposes are identical. This is why comparison is so dangerous. It blinds you to the specific role you are meant to play in the grand scheme of life. When you acknowledge your unique purpose, you begin to understand that there is a reason for your experiences, both the good and the bad. Every challenge you face, every triumph you experience is shaping you for the fulfillment of that purpose. Nothing in your life is wasted when you live with this awareness. To walk in your purpose, you must first accept that it may not look like what you expected. Sometimes we have our own ideas of what success or fulfillment should be, but true purpose often leads us in directions we never imagined. It may challenge you, stretch you, and take you out of your comfort zone, but it will also bring you a deep sense of peace and satisfaction that nothing else can. When you are aligned with your purpose, you find that your work, relationships, and everyday actions have greater meaning. Understanding your purpose also means realizing that it is not just about you. Your purpose is always connected to the lives of others. The gifts you have been given are meant to serve, uplift, and impact those around you. You are here to contribute to something greater than yourself, to make a difference that extends beyond your own life. Whether it is through your words, your actions, or your presence, you have the power to influence and inspire others in ways you may never fully see. That is the beauty of purpose. It creates a ripple effect that touches lives far beyond what you can imagine. The journey to fulfilling your purpose requires faith, persistence, and a deep understanding of your identity. You must trust that everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already within you. The resources, the connections, the opportunities, they will come as you continue to walk in the direction of your calling. Sometimes the path may seem unclear or the obstacles may appear overwhelming, but every step you take in alignment with your purpose brings you closer to becoming who you were created to be. Living with purpose is not about seeking perfection. It is about embracing progress. It is about recognizing that each day, each moment is an opportunity to grow into the person you are meant to be. It is about being intentional with your time, your energy, and your focus. When you acknowledge your purpose, you stop drifting through life and start moving with direction and confidence. You become grounded in the knowledge that your life has meaning, your actions have significance, and your existence has value. Remember, your purpose is not something you created, it's something you discover. It has always been there waiting for you to step into it. You were designed with a purpose, and that purpose is as unique as you are. Trust the process, embrace your journey, and walk confidently in the knowledge that your life has a purpose that no one else can fulfill. In life, we often spend too much time fixating on our weaknesses, constantly aware of what we lack or where we fall short. But true growth and success come from focusing on your strengths. There is a reason you were given specific abilities, talents, and gifts, because those are the tools you were meant to use to fulfill your purpose. When you concentrate on your strengths, you tap into the areas where you have the greatest potential for impact and success. Each person is born with unique strengths, but often these gifts go unnoticed or undeveloped because we are so preoccupied with trying to fix our perceived deficiencies. It's important to remember that everyone has weaknesses, but not everyone has the same strengths. You weren't meant to be good at everything. That's not the design. Your strengths are what set you apart, and they are the key to unlocking the full potential that lies within you. Focusing on your strengths doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses. It simply means not letting your limitations define you. Instead of being discouraged by what you can't do, channel your energy into what you can do. By honing your strengths, you not only grow in confidence, but also position yourself to excel in the areas where you are naturally gifted. This is where you will have the greatest impact, where you will find fulfillment, and where you can truly shine. When you invest in developing your strengths, you are not only sharpening your skills, but also building a foundation for success. You become more effective, more productive, and more capable of handling the challenges life throws at you. Your strengths are your tools, your resources for navigating through life. They are the things that come naturally to you, the abilities that give you joy and satisfaction when you use them. And when you operate in those areas, you move with ease, confidence, and purpose. Your strengths are not just for your benefit. They are also meant to serve others. Every gift you have is a contribution to the world, something you can use to make a difference in the lives of those around you. When you focus on your strengths, you not only enrich your own life, but also create a positive impact on those you encounter. Whether it's through your ability to lead, teach, encourage, or innovate, your strengths have the power to inspire and uplift others. The key to success is not trying to be everything to everyone, but being excellent at what you are meant to do. When you focus on your strengths, you align yourself with your purpose. You stop wasting time trying to fill gaps that were never meant for you to fill and start maximizing the areas where you were meant to excel. This doesn't mean you don't grow or improve, but you grow in the right direction in the areas where your natural talents can flourish. Your strengths are a gift, a guidepost to the life you were meant to live. They are clues to your purpose and your potential. When you focus on them, you discover a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy because you are living in alignment with who you truly are. So rather than being distracted by what you can't do, lean into what you can do. Cultivate your strengths, invest in them, and allow them to take you to new heights. You are not defined by your limitations, but by your strengths. They are the key to unlocking your destiny, the doorway to greater possibilities. When you focus on your strengths, you set yourself on a path towards success and fulfillment. You begin to walk in confidence, knowing that you have everything you need to make a difference, to succeed, and to live the life you were created for. One of the most powerful forces that can shape your life is not what others say about you, but what you say to yourself. The mind is a battleground, and the thoughts you allow to dominate your thinking will determine your attitude, your confidence, and ultimately your actions. Negative self-talk is a silent enemy, creeping into your mind through moments of doubt, fear, or past disappointments. It whispers lies, telling you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. But if you allow these thoughts to take root, they will cripple your potential, suffocate your dreams, and undermine your purpose. You must understand that the words you speak to yourself have immense power. They can either lift you up or tear you down. Too often, people become their own worst critics, replaying mistakes and failures in their minds, rehearsing all the reasons why they believe they can't succeed. This negative self-talk becomes a prison, limiting your vision and blocking the path to the future you're meant to have. But here's the truth: you have the authority to silence those voices. You have the power to shift your inner dialogue from defeat to victory, from fear to faith, from doubt to confidence. To silence negative self-talk, you must first become aware of it. Many times these destructive thoughts run in the background of your mind, unnoticed but doing great damage. They are the quiet comments you make to yourself when you face challenges, the inner voice that tells you you're not capable when you attempt something new. But once you identify these thoughts, you can confront them. You cannot fight an enemy you don't recognize. Take a moment to examine the patterns in your thinking. Are your thoughts filled with doubt, fear, and criticism? Do you constantly question your abilities or worth? These are the thoughts that must be silenced. The key to silencing negative self-talk is to replace it with truth. You must speak words of life, words that affirm who you really are and what you are capable of. Every time a negative thought arises, counter it with a positive, empowering statement. When the thought comes that you're not enough, declare that you are more than enough. When doubt tries to convince you that you can't achieve something, affirm that you are capable of all that you set your mind to. This is not about ignoring reality, but about shifting your focus from your limitations to your strengths, from fear to faith. You must train your mind to think in alignment with your purpose and potential. Just as you would train your body to be strong, you must discipline your mind to reject negativity and embrace thoughts that empower you. This requires daily intentionality. Speak words of affirmation over yourself, words that remind you of your value, your purpose, and your capability. The more you practice this, the more you will transform your thinking. Over time, your mind will begin to automatically replace negative thoughts with positive ones. You will build an inner resilience that no external circumstance can shake. It's also important to remember that negative self-talk is often rooted in past experiences or wounds. Perhaps someone in your life once told you that you weren't good enough, and over time, you began to believe it. But no matter where those negative thoughts originated, you have the power to break free from them. Your past does not define your future, and your identity is not based on the opinions of others. You were created with purpose, and nothing from your past has the authority to cancel out the greatness that lies within you. When you silence negative self-talk, you open the door to possibilities you never imagined. You begin to see yourself as capable, strong, and worthy of every good thing that comes your way. You stop holding yourself back and start walking confidently toward your goals. Your internal dialogue becomes a source of strength rather than a barrier, propelling you forward rather than pulling you down. So take control of your thoughts, guard your mind and your words. Reject the lies of negativity and speak only what is true, what is good, and what is in alignment with your purpose. Your words have power. Speak life to yourself and watch how your entire life begins to change. The people you surround yourself with have a profound influence on your life. They shape your mindset, your actions, and even your vision of what is possible. Human beings are relational by nature, and who you allow into your inner circle will either propel you toward your destiny or hold you back from it. It's not enough to have people around you. You need the right people, those who believe in you, support you, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. To surround yourself with support means to be intentional about the company you keep. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Some relationships drain you, pulling you away from your purpose with negativity, doubt, and discouragement. These are the people who constantly criticize or fail to see your potential, and if you aren't careful, their words and attitudes can take root in your mind. They plant seeds of doubt that over time grow into barriers that limit your growth. But when you surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, their belief in you reinforces your own, helping you stay on course even in difficult times. Supportive people are those who see beyond your present situation. They see the greatness within you even when you can't see it yourself. They are the ones who remind you of your purpose when you're feeling lost, who speak life into your dreams when you're discouraged. These are the people who celebrate your successes but also hold you accountable when you're slipping. They challenge you not to tear you down but to build you up. Their words push you to rise higher, to reach beyond what you thought was possible, and to keep moving forward when you feel like giving up. One of the most important aspects of surrounding yourself with support is having people who align with your vision and values. It's not enough to have people who are simply kind or friendly. You need those who understand the path you're on and share a commitment to growth and purpose. These are people who are not threatened by your success but are invested in seeing you succeed. They push you toward your goals because they know that when you win, they win too. In this type of environment, growth becomes inevitable because you are consistently encouraged to be the best version of yourself. But surrounding yourself with support also requires discernment. Not everyone who is present in your life is meant to stay. Some people may have been with you in one season, but as you grow, you will realize that they no longer fit where you're headed. It's essential to recognize when certain relationships have run their course. Holding on to people who are not supportive of your growth can create unnecessary conflict and tension, weighing you down instead of lifting you up. Letting go of those who no longer serve your journey doesn't mean you don't care for them. It simply means you are prioritizing your purpose and surrounding yourself with those who will walk with you in alignment. Supportive relationships are reciprocal. It's not just about finding people who support you, but also about being someone who supports others. When you give encouragement, motivation, and strength to those around you, you create an atmosphere of mutual growth. In this environment, everyone flourishes because you're all pushing each other toward excellence. The power of such a community cannot be overstated. It creates a synergy where the combined energy and belief in each other magnifies each person's ability to succeed. It's also important to seek support from those who are wiser or further along the journey than you are. These mentors or leaders can provide guidance, wisdom, and perspective that you may not yet have. They can help you navigate the challenges ahead, offer insights from their own experiences, and keep you grounded when you're tempted to stray from your purpose. Surrounding yourself with people who have already walked the path you're on gives you a clear vision of what is possible and helps you avoid unnecessary pitfalls. Surrounding yourself with support doesn't mean isolating yourself from the world, but it does mean being selective about where you invest your time and energy. Every relationship either adds to or subtracts from your growth, and you must be intentional in choosing those that add value. When you're surrounded by the right people, you find that even the most difficult challenges become easier to face because you know you're not facing them alone. You have a network of support that helps carry you through. Remember, you were never meant to walk through life alone. Your journey is unique, but it is also shared with others who are destined to help you along the way. When you surround yourself with support, you place yourself in an environment where growth, success, and fulfillment are not only possible, but inevitable. Be intentional about your relationships, invest in those who invest in you, and watch how your life transforms as you journey alongside those who truly want to see you succeed. Life is a journey, not a destination. Each moment, each step, each experience is a part of the greater process of becoming who you were meant to be. To embrace your journey means to accept every part of it, the highs and the lows, the victories and the setbacks, the times of clarity and the moments of confusion. Every season of your life has a purpose, and nothing is wasted when you view it through the lens of growth and purpose. Your journey is unique, designed specifically for you, and it is not meant to be compared to anyone else's. Embracing your journey begins with understanding that the path is rarely straight or predictable. Life has twists, turns, and detours, but every one of them serves a purpose. What may seem like a setback is often a setup for something greater. The challenges you face are not there to break you, but to build you. Each obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. When you embrace the journey, you stop fighting against the difficulties and start learning from them. You realize that the process of growth often comes through adversity. And it is through overcoming these challenges that you are refined and prepared for your purpose. The journey is not just about reaching your destination, but about who you become along the way. Too often, people become so focused on their goals that they forget to appreciate the process. They rush through life chasing success, but miss the valuable lessons that come with the experiences along the way. To embrace your journey means to be present in each moment, to recognize that every season has something to teach you. Even the waiting seasons where progress seems slow or stagnant have a purpose. These are the times when patience is developed, when your character is strengthened, and when you are prepared for what's next. When you embrace your journey, you begin to see your life from a different perspective. You stop viewing setbacks as failures and start seeing them as stepping stones. Each challenge becomes a building block that adds to your strength, resilience, and wisdom. You understand that the process of becoming is not always easy, but it is always necessary. Growth is often uncomfortable, but it is in that discomfort that you are stretched and transformed into the person you are meant to be. It's important to remember that your journey is your own. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else can dictate the pace or the path you should take. Embracing your journey means accepting that your timeline may look different from others. While someone else may seem to reach success quickly, your journey may require more time, more preparation, or more detours, but that doesn't make your path any less valuable. In fact, it's in the longer, more challenging journey that you often find the greatest depth of character and strength. Along your journey, you will encounter moments of doubt, times when you question whether you're on the right path or whether you have what it takes to reach your destination. But these moments of doubt are part of the process. They are opportunities for you to dig deeper, to reaffirm your commitment to your purpose, and to rely on the inner strength you have been given. When you embrace your journey, you learn to trust the process even when you can't see the full picture. You learn to walk by faith, knowing that every step you take is leading you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. Embracing your journey also means giving yourself grace. There will be times when you stumble, when you make mistakes, or when you feel like you've taken a wrong turn. But these moments do not define you. They are part of the learning process, and each misstep is an opportunity to correct your course and continue moving forward. Don't be discouraged by the bumps in the road. Use them as reminders that growth is a process, and no journey worth taking is without its challenges. Your journey is also about discovering your true self. As you walk through life's experiences, you begin to uncover the depths of who you are, your strengths, your values, your passions, and your purpose. The journey strips away the unnecessary and reveals the core of who you were created to be. When you embrace your journey, you stop trying to fit into molds that were never meant for you, and you begin to live authentically, embracing all that makes you unique. Finally, embracing your journey means celebrating progress. Too often, we wait for the big moments to celebrate graduations, promotions, or major milestones, but true joy comes when you learn to celebrate the small victories along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a reason to be thankful. Progress is progress, and when you acknowledge and celebrate it, you stay motivated to keep moving forward. Your journey is not just about getting to the end, it's about becoming who you were meant to be along the way. It's about growth, discovery, and transformation. When you embrace your journey, you live with purpose, understanding that every moment is part of a greater plan. You walk with confidence, knowing that every step, whether easy or difficult, is leading you toward the fulfillment of your purpose. In the grand pursuit of purpose and success, we often fixate on the major milestones, the big achievements, the dramatic breakthroughs, and the final victories. While these moments are certainly significant, there is great power in learning to celebrate the small wins along the way. Small wins are the daily triumphs, the seemingly minor steps forward that, when accumulated, create monumental change. They are the foundation upon which great success is built. When you celebrate the small wins, you acknowledge the value of the process and you stay motivated and focused on your journey. Every great achievement is the result of a series of small victories. It's easy to overlook these incremental gains because they may seem insignificant compared to the bigger goal. But these small wins are crucial because they represent progress. Each one moves you closer to your ultimate destination. If you only celebrate the final result, you miss out on the joy and fulfillment that comes from recognizing growth in every step. Small wins are the evidence that you are moving forward, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Celebrating small wins keeps your momentum alive. The journey toward any meaningful goal is often long and filled with challenges. If you wait for the big victories to celebrate, you may find yourself discouraged or overwhelmed by the distance still to be covered. But when you take the time to appreciate the small wins, you remind yourself that progress is happening, even if it's not immediately visible. These celebrations keep you motivated, energized, and focused on the path ahead. They provide a sense of accomplishment, reinforcing the belief that you are on the right track. Each small win is a moment of affirmation. It tells you that your efforts are not in vain, that the work you are putting in is yielding results, even if they are gradual. These wins build confidence and resilience. They reinforce the idea that success is not just about reaching the final goal, but about mastering the process. When you learn to celebrate small wins, you shift your focus from merely achieving to becoming. You begin to value the growth and learning that happens along the way. Celebrating small wins also cultivates a mindset of gratitude. It's easy to take for granted the progress you make each day when you are solely focused on the bigger picture. But when you pause to celebrate the small steps, you cultivate an attitude of thankfulness. You begin to appreciate the journey, recognizing that each step, no matter how small, is a blessing. This gratitude keeps your heart light and your mind positive, even in the face of obstacles. It reminds you that success is not just about the destination, but about the journey itself. When you celebrate small wins, you also shift your focus from perfection to progress. Too often, people become discouraged because they haven't reached perfection or because they haven't achieved everything they set out to do. But success is not about perfection, it's about progress. Each small win is a testament to your growth and effort. It's a reminder that you are moving forward, even if the pace seems slow. Progress is what matters, and small wins are the markers of that progress. Small wins also help to break down large goals into manageable parts. When you're faced with a big dream or vision, the sheer size of the task can feel overwhelming. But when you focus on the small wins, you break that large goal into smaller, more achievable steps. Each time you complete one of these steps, you experience a sense of accomplishment, which encourages you to keep going. These small wins serve as building blocks, gradually leading you to the fulfillment of your larger goal. Moreover, celebrating small wins reinforces the principle of sowing and reaping. Every small effort you make is a seed planted. And every small win is a sign that the seed is taking root and growing. Just as a farmer celebrates the first signs of growth before the full harvest comes, so should you celebrate the small wins on your journey. These wins are the early indicators that your efforts are producing fruit, and they remind you to stay patient and persistent, trusting that the full harvest is on its way. By celebrating small wins, you cultivate resilience. Life's journey is rarely a straight path. It's filled with twists, turns, and setbacks. But when you train yourself to recognize and celebrate the small victories, you build a sense of resilience that helps you bounce back from challenges. You learn to find strength in progress even when the ultimate goal seems distant. This resilience is what keeps you moving forward, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your destiny. Lastly, celebrating small wins creates a positive feedback loop. Each celebration reinforces your sense of accomplishment, which fuels your desire to keep pushing forward. This positive reinforcement encourages you to keep striving, keep working, and keep believing in your ability to succeed. As you continue to celebrate each win, you build a habit of success, a mindset that says, I am moving forward, I am growing, and I will reach my goal. This mindset is crucial for long-term success, as it keeps you motivated and focused even in the face of obstacles. So take the time to celebrate every small win along your journey. Recognize that each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging. These small wins are not insignificant. They are the stepping stones that lead to greatness. Celebrate them and you will find joy and fulfillment not only in the destination, but in the journey itself. Believing in your potential is one of the most powerful things you can do. It is the foundation for everything you will achieve in life. Your potential is the sum of all the abilities, talents, and gifts within you that are waiting to be developed and unleashed. However, the key to unlocking that potential lies in your belief in yourself. Without belief, even the greatest abilities will remain dormant, hidden beneath layers of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But when you choose to believe in your potential, you open the door to endless possibilities. Belief is not just a feeling, it is a conviction that must be rooted deep within your heart. It goes beyond wishful thinking or hoping things will turn out well. True belief is a firm assurance that regardless of your current circumstances, you have within you everything needed to succeed and fulfill your purpose. It is the realization that your potential is not dependent on external factors like where you come from, your background, or your current resources. Rather, it is something internal placed within you to be discovered and developed. When you believe in your potential, you no longer allow your past failures or shortcomings to define you. Too often, people let their mistakes or perceived inadequacies hold them back from pursuing their true calling. They look at past failures and assume they are not capable of more. But believing in your potential means recognizing that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey toward it. Each failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. Your potential is not limited by your past. It is always available to be tapped into and realized in new ways. Belief in your potential also requires you to reject limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts, ideas, or opinions, whether from others or from yourself, that tell you you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that your dreams are too big. These limiting beliefs can become mental barriers that stop you from taking action, stepping out in faith, or pursuing your calling. But when you choose to believe in your potential, you break free from these limitations. You recognize that you were created for more, and you refuse to let doubt or fear dictate your path. It's important to understand that your potential is often greater than what you can see in the present moment. You may not yet fully realize all that you are capable of, and that's okay. Belief in your potential is not about seeing the full picture right away. It's about trusting that there is more inside of you than what meets the eye. Think of it as a seed that contains everything needed to grow into a mighty tree. At first glance, the seed may seem small and insignificant, but with the right environment and care, it can grow into something much larger than anyone imagined. Your potential is like that seed, hidden but full of life and power, waiting to be nurtured. Believing in your potential also requires action. It's not enough to merely believe, you must act on that belief. Every time you step out in faith and take a risk, every time you challenge yourself to grow, you are demonstrating your belief in your potential. You may not know exactly where the journey will lead, but with each step forward, you come closer to unlocking the fullness of what's inside you. Belief without action is hollow, but belief coupled with consistent effort is transformative. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you is another critical part of unlocking your potential. Sometimes others can see the greatness in you before you fully recognize it yourself. Having people in your life who support, encourage, and challenge you can fuel your belief in your potential. Their belief in you can help sustain you during times of doubt or uncertainty. They can offer wisdom, guidance, and a reminder of the greatness within you when you need it most. However, it's important to discern the voices you allow to speak into your life. Not everyone will see your potential, and some may try to discourage you. But when you believe in your potential, you filter out the negative voices and focus on those who build you up. To believe in your potential also means embracing the process of growth. Your potential is not something that will manifest overnight. It takes time, effort, and perseverance. There will be seasons of pruning where certain habits, mindsets, or relationships need to be cut away to make room for new growth. These seasons may be uncomfortable, but they are necessary for your development. Growth is not always easy, but it is always worth it. When you believe in your potential, you are willing to endure the process because you know that every challenge, every setback, and every obstacle is preparing you for the greatness ahead. Belief in your potential allows you to dream bigger. It opens your mind to possibilities that once seemed impossible. When you truly believe that there are no limits to what you can achieve, you begin to dream beyond your current circumstances. You stop settling for mediocrity and start striving for excellence. Your belief in your potential expands your vision and ignites your passion. It fuels your desire to pursue your purpose with everything you have, knowing that you have been equipped with the tools you need to succeed. Finally, believing in your potential transforms your perspective on life. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, you view them as opportunities for growth. Instead of doubting yourself, you approach challenges with confidence, knowing that you have the capacity to overcome them. This belief creates a mindset of abundance where you see the world not in terms of scarcity, but in terms of endless possibilities. You understand that the more you believe in your potential, the more doors of opportunity will open for you. When you believe in your potential, you tap into a power that is far greater than you may realize. You unlock the ability to not only achieve your goals, but to impact the world around you. Your potential is tied to your purpose, and as you step into it, you will inspire others to do the same. Believing in your potential is the first step toward fulfilling your destiny, and it is a belief that will carry you through every challenge, every victory, and every season of life. Taking ownership of your life is a profound declaration of independence and responsibility. It means recognizing that you are the primary author of your own story. Every choice you make, every action you take, and every decision you embrace shapes the narrative of your life. When you take ownership, you refuse to be a passive participant letting life happen to you. Instead, you actively engage in the process of living, understanding that you hold the power to influence your circumstances and determine your path. Ownership begins with self-awareness. You must first take an honest look in the mirror and acknowledge who you are, including your strengths, weaknesses, successes, and failures. This self-reflection is crucial because it allows you to understand the choices you have made and the consequences that have followed. Self-awareness equips you to identify patterns in your behavior and mindset that may be hindering your growth. When you know yourself, you can make informed decisions that align with your true values and aspirations. Taking ownership also means rejecting the victim mentality. Life can be challenging, and it's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or even fate for your current situation. However, adopting a victim mindset only disempowers you and robs you of the ability to affect change. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, take responsibility for what you can. Acknowledge that while you may not have the power to control every circumstance, you do have control over how you respond to them. Your reactions, attitudes, and choices are within your purview. When you take ownership of your life, you stop waiting for someone else to rescue you or validate your worth. You understand that you are the architect of your own success. This mindset empowers you to take proactive steps toward your goals, whether they be personal, professional, or spiritual. You begin to set your own standards and pursue your dreams without waiting for external approval. This shift in perspective is liberating. It allows you to live authentically, pursuing the life you envision for yourself rather than conforming to the expectations of others. Taking ownership means embracing accountability. You recognize that your actions have consequences, and you are willing to own those consequences, whether positive or negative. When you achieve success, you celebrate it as a product of your hard work, dedication, and commitment. Conversely, when you encounter setbacks or failures, you do not shy away from responsibility. Instead, you use those experiences as opportunities for growth and learning. Accountability fosters integrity and builds trust in yourself and others. It transforms the way you engage with the world, allowing you to be authentic and true to your word. Moreover, ownership is a commitment to lifelong learning. When you take ownership of your life, you acknowledge that growth is a continuous journey. You become an active participant in your own education, seeking out knowledge, skills, and experiences that will enrich your life and broaden your perspective. This commitment to learning enables you to adapt to changing circumstances and overcome challenges with resilience. Instead of fearing failure, you embrace it as a valuable teacher that provides insights and lessons to propel you forward. Taking ownership also means clarifying your values and aligning your life with them. When you know what matters most to you, you can make choices that reflect those values. This alignment brings purpose and direction to your life. You begin to understand that each decision you make is an expression of your core beliefs and aspirations. This clarity allows you to prioritize your time, energy, and resources, ensuring that you invest in what truly matters. It helps you navigate life's challenges with confidence and conviction, knowing that your actions are in harmony with your true self. Ownership cultivates a sense of empowerment. When you realize that you have the power to shape your destiny, you become more proactive in pursuing your goals. You recognize that obstacles are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth. Each challenge becomes a chance to demonstrate your resilience and determination. This sense of empowerment encourages you to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, and embrace the unknown. You learn to trust yourself and your abilities, knowing that you are equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Furthermore, taking ownership of your life invites you to define success on your own terms. Society often imposes its standards of success which may not align with your unique vision or values. When you own your life, you reject these external definitions and create your own. You recognize that success is not solely measured by wealth, status, or accolades, but by your fulfillment, happiness, and the impact you have on others. This shift allows you to pursue what truly matters to you, cultivating a sense of purpose and joy in the process. Taking ownership also means fostering resilience in the face of adversity. Life is full of challenges and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you own your life, you develop the mindset that challenges are not insurmountable. Instead of succumbing to despair, you cultivate a spirit of perseverance. You learn to adapt, recalibrate your strategies, and keep moving forward. This resilience builds character and fortifies your resolve, enabling you to bounce back stronger than before. You understand that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and this perspective empowers you to keep striving toward your goals. Lastly, taking ownership of your life encourages you to give back to others. When you recognize your own journey, you become more empathetic to the struggles of others. You understand that everyone is on their own path, facing unique challenges and triumphs. This realization fosters a sense of community and connection, encouraging you to support and uplift those around you. By sharing your experiences, insights, and wisdom, you not only reinforce your own growth, but also contribute to the growth of others. This cycle of empowerment creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to take ownership of their lives and pursue their own potential. In conclusion, taking ownership of your life is a powerful commitment to self-discovery, responsibility, and growth. It transforms the way you view yourself and your circumstances, empowering you to shape your destiny with intention and purpose. When you embrace ownership, you become the master of your journey, actively participating in the process of becoming who you are meant to be. You cultivate resilience, clarity, and purpose, leading to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Remember, the life you desire is not something you wait for, it is something you create. Take ownership and watch how your life transforms into a beautiful reflection of your true potential.